Hello, my name is Danielle, and this is my digital story reviewing the case study on my student named Lucy. It's time to meet my student Lucy. She's 10 years old and her birthday is September 1st. She's a twin and her sister's name is Angela. When she grows up, she hopes to be a veterinarian. There are so many countries in the world that you can live in. Out of all of those places, Lucy's from Portugal, specifically San Miguel, Portugal. When Lucy lived in Portugal, she lived with her mom, her dad, her twin sister Angela, and her grandmother. When Lucy went to school in Portugal, she could speak Portuguese, write Portuguese, and she could even read Portuguese. When Lucy went to school in Portugal, her two favorite courses were mathematics and French class. On November 16, 2013, Lucy came to Canada from Portugal. She arrived with her father, her mother, and her twin sister. At Lucy's home in Canada, she predominantly speaks Portuguese with her family. Now that we've gotten to know Lucy a little bit better as well as her family, let's look at her as an English language learner, reviewing the STEP's initial assessment results to see why Lucy was placed at a Step 2 in the assessment. Step 2? How? Why? Where? Come with me and I'll explain to you why her language proficiency is at a Step 2. During the initial interview, I had observed that Lucy was omitting any complex questions being asked. One of those questions was, how did she feel about coming to Canada? As the initial interview progressed, I realized that Lucy was able to respond to questions about familiar events and information in her first language, but hesitant to respond to ones that were not familiar to her. Lucy mainly provided one-word or short-phrased answers in her L1 towards the interview questions, and a translator was used to support the translation into English. Lucy was able to accomplish Step 1 and move to Step 2 because she was able to follow simple instructions whereby she could look at a picture and point to a specific object that I had asked her to point to. With a better understanding as to why Lucy is placed at a Step 2 of language proficiency, we can now move forward to look at the implications for future practice. Lucy loves animals and hopes to be a veterinarian when she grows up. We can use an interest-based approach of learning by using animals to help Lucy better conceptualize mathematical concepts. Lucy could be supported in the classroom by being provided with various ways of communicating with others. One being communicating and responding in her first language, Portuguese, or by using visuals and drawing. Lucy would benefit from group settings and collaborative work with her peers to increase her social interactions with others. English-speaking students in her work groups can support the progress of her English and academic content. Now that Lucy has completed the initial oral interview, the oral assessment, the step placement, and the future supporting strategies for future, we can now provide her with an effective support plan for her success.
Created using Powtoon.